find no success in life, so I want to find out which lifestyle can help me. Jesus the Savior or Viper the Rapper? Why those? Both Jesus and Viper share some similarities. Both are workaholics that take product to the extreme and seem to have the mind on a totally different level than the rest of us. Similarities stop there though. Jesus' path is a single road with little room for choice, while Viper's path is an instant highway and seems to choose whatever lands in his mind. I've read through the Bible and listened to Viper's entire Spotify, which is his 210 albums and 13% of what he actually made. Both feels like a fever dream, and I've probably contributed to my dissociation more than anything. Like, I'm like getting an over D&D or something. Y'all know our man Jesus, God's son, the definition of peace and solitude. Aside from having the blood made from the beverage that causes more destruction than anything, why the rounds when there's no way for redemption? He had a mission to follow God's will and bring humanity salvation, in the process becoming the center of the world's most read book, the Bible. Is the Bible fun? Yeah! It has some fun stories, like when Saul asked for 100 foreskins in Samuel chapter 18, or when Jesus possessed a herd of pigs and made to commit suicide. But for most of the part, you will end up forgetting everything you read. The only thing that is left in mind are these quotes. Does God like children? Viper is my absolute favorite crackhead. As quoted by his employee Cal Water, he's one crazy motherfucker who simultaneously does not know a thing he's doing and knows exactly what he's up to. His name is Lee Carter. His most popular album is Young Cowards Don't Even Smoke Crack. Obviously he don't crack. He has more albums than space on my hard drive. This is because he believes more tracks equals more money. Listening to the albums feels more like a dopamine detox, with side effects, headache and tinnitus. But like in an abusive relationship, I lived for occasional good time. Like, who could have thought a song with rhythmical throat clearing could sound this immersing? Or a song about the hood could be this feel good. There's no other place for me. Jesus took the responsibility to change the whole world, and thinks anyone who isn't in the same mindset as him are fucked. Kinda like Western politics. He has great powers and uses them for deeds like curing the sick, making blind people not blind anymore, raising dead people to life, people who can't walk, like, suddenly walk again. He did feed, like, hungry people with 2 fish, like, 1,000 people with, like, a tiny little fish. Yeah, he did that. He is such a Chad. And while Jesus is out there healing blind people, Viper scams fans and spams his employees in the middle of the night. He also tends to put blame on others, instead of realizing he could have avoided 25 arrests by not selling weed and faking documents. He decided to make the album Cops Are Jealous Losers, claimed they aimed to sabotage his real estate business. He also tried to work with Security and Exchange Commission for his stock company, and when they refused to work with him, his first reaction was to sue them. But luckily the case was dismissed because he failed to show up to the provincial court. I'll give him credit though, since he got himself a business degree, and he's a real estate broker now. Responsibility pushes you more to succeed. I think it gives you a better, sense of purpose. I feel like people are more willing to listen to what you have to say. And it kind of proves because Jesus has 12 trustworthy disciples and 6 billion followers. But in personal cases, I've gone too far, leaving no room for myself, which have drained me to the point where I'd rather dirty talk with the brownie for eternity. Maybe irresponsibility could be a good thing. It gives you more authority over your own life, and it's freeing to just don't have to worry and don't make that much weight on your decisions. But it can also make you stuck in a loop where you never learn from your mistakes and lose the sense of what's right and wrong, which is probably the reason why Viper only has kettle of water and its cursed Discord left. Yeah. Still beats being an Autopo server. Jesus' insane high responsibility made him follow a strict set of rules and take away all other distractions. This made him able to fully focus all his energy into one goal. And this showed results, because he managed to accomplish his mission after a bunch of conflict, including screaming "I am the bread" for half an hour. Does it mean exist Jesus war? No! But if I was to walk a strict path with Jesus, I'd probably need a lot of ADHD meds. Like, god damn it, why couldn't you just make silence and family instead? Or I could just follow Viper's example. He was born into a family where everyone was expected to become doctors, but the irresponsible, lovable fool he is chose something completely different. Aside from literally making more albums than COVID does in my country, does he engage in regular hustling, runs his own YouTube channel, has his own record label, continue to preach for his moving/stock company, and he also invented cloud rap, or at least a lot of people claim he did. He dealt and smoked crack. He starred in 2 movies. He fought in Third War 1, 2, and Third Cold War. Look, he even tried the Jesus route. And who the fuck knows what he's doing nowadays? As you can see, he has a lot going on. And I like the idea of constantly changing between each project, because I'll never get bored. Besides, how can you know the perfect outcome if you're never open to new ideas and options? I think his insane spontaneity, I'll just say spontaneity. It gave room for his innovative spirit to strive. Like, who comes up with this shit? But proven by his work, it's way easier to get distracted and left with a bunch of errors and mistakes along the way. And it's way harder to build momentum. This can be described in the snowball effect, where the snowball just demonstrates momentum. The bigger the snowball gets, the more momentum you receive, because it gets heavier. Which is why working only one thing is very effective. While multiple snowballs will never give you that momentum, but you will get a bunch of small snowballs with little energy put in. That was most effective for harassing my social fingers.
Well, I'm a liar, I'm a boozer, I'm a bastard and abuser, and I'm wondering how much lower can I go? I'm